Michael did not know I was his mother at the time. No one let me tell him.
Today on Family Cause Drama, sister is suing the mother of the child for Mother's Day gifts. Unfortunately, the child in question has passed on, and then the mother does not have the bond with the child before it passed on. Watch this case is a very emotional one and very interesting. Stick around and watch to the end.
His
Wait a minute. You said she didn't get him from birth. She raised him.
Yes.
And he didn't know that this was his mother.
No one. Every time I wanted to tell, people told me not to, and I finally did. But at this time, he made a painting for his mom.
This was Michael's Mother's Day present to me. Michael is Bethany, my sister's biological son, and I raised him from birth.
And why did you raise him?
Well, she had him when she was 15, and she was rather unstable and making poor choices in her life. And I was older and married and more established, and so I stepped up and I took Michael in and took care of him and raised him.
Did you take him through court, legal channels, or did your sister sign over something for you to live with him, or did it just happen?
This was just an amicable, we were sisters.
Did you allow your sister to raise your son?
It wasn't necessarily by choice, but
we all have choices, and it was by choice.
I was 15, and her and my parents felt that it was the best decision because I was in a bad relationship. Ever since then, they think that I'm still a wild child and incapable of taking care of my son.
How old was your son at his death? I understand he deceased, right?
Yes.
How old was he at his death?
15.
So she's had your child for 15 years.
Yes.
So in the beginning, when you had the child, they labeled you basically the wild child or the wild sister and incapable of taking care of your child. So what have you done in the last 15 years to change that perception?
I worked, and each job that I do is obviously I want my son, but everything's like it's not enough. But I did.
Who's it's not enough? It's not enough. Who's saying it's not enough?
Well, my sister. My parents agree with her, but obviously she's caring for Michael. She's cared for him since he was born.
But you said there's no court order.
There is no court order, but
So there's nothing to stop you from going to get your son. You're now an adult.
When I proposed getting him again, I went back to school, and I am a nurse. I'm a traveling nurse. Michael has had issues, and
what kind of issues?
Mental health issues. Okay. And we've been to therapy. Well, with my sister's help, he's been to therapy, and we did family therapy. I suggested, of course, now we can, I'm a nurse, I can pay bills, and the therapist was like, well, he's not doing well, and it's not really good to mess up his family life, and he has trouble making friends, and to start new in a new city wouldn't be the right time. So
Wait, just because you can pay bills now does not mean you can be a mother now. Your sister has been doing this for 15 good years, taking care of your son like her own, with her own family. And then you said it yourself that this time is not a good time because the boy needs help. The boy has been going through therapy, is finding it difficult in school to make friends and all that. Typically, the boy is depressed. And the reason he's depressed is not best known to anyone, but he needs help. Both of you agree that he needs help. And instead of you to stick to that and allow the boy to go through the therapy, take good care of himself, as in get himself and heal, you went behind everybody to tell him. Let's keep watching so that we know how this goes.
I'm a nurse, I can pay bills, and the therapist was like, well, he's not doing well, and it's not really good to mess up his family life, and he has trouble making friends, and to start new in a new city wouldn't be the right time. So I wanted to do the best for him, even though in my heart, I wanted to be a good mom, and I know that I can, but...
So you moved around in your work a lot?
Yes.
As a traveling nurse?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how long have you been doing that?
Just around 2 years now.
Okay, and so that would put him at 13. Prior to that, between 5 and 13, what were you doing?
I'd been a barista, waitress, bartender. So
any reason why you couldn't get one job or a stable job or stay in one place? What else was going on with you?
For my first, teens to early 20s, I definitely made a lot of mistakes.
Okay.
And yeah, I made some bad choices.
With other people, men in your life?
Yes.
All of those kinds of things?
Pretty much all of the above. So
you felt it in your child's best interest that he stay with your sister as well?
I think looking back, I can see that for sure. I mean, I felt capable, but I know now that it wasn't great, definitely the first 5 years would be really not a great place for him.
What led to his death? You want to tell me about it? Because he was with you.
He did suffer from depression, and he had delusions. He struggled, and every day was a new challenge. But we tried. He
was in therapy.
Yes. We had his therapist. We took him to art therapy. We gave him, all the love of our family. My daughter and husband and I all took care of him and tried to be there for him and help him. But mental health it's day by day.
Big disease.
And one day it just, we didn't win. And
he committed suicide?
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter found him. It was
at the home? Mm-hmm. And your daughter, how old is your daughter?
She's 13.
And she found her 15-year-old cousin.
He'd taken some pills.
So he took pills?
Mm-hmm. They were a prescription that he overdosed on.
That must have been devastating.
Yes, yeah, it was terrible. And
now, where were you, mother, at the time of his death? Traveling for work,
yes,
out of state?
I was in England. I was out of the country.
So you're an international nurse?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you notified her, of course?
Yes, yeah, we had to put the funeral on hold and wait until she could make it back. When she made it back, she would not stay with us at the house. We had the whole family there grieving, and I don't know if she was showing off that she has money now, but she stayed in a nice hotel. And
why didn't you stay at the house? Was there room?
Yes.
In your opinion, there was room. How many people were there?
We invited her to we didn't think she would stay. We assumed she would stay with us.
So you had prepared for her to stay?
Yes.
Why didn't you stay with the family?
Your Honor, I know that you're not supposed to hold judgment. But I didn't want to be in Michael's things. I didn't want to be in the house that I put him in, and I didn't want to be in the place that. How did she miss all those signs? I know I wasn't physically there, but how did she miss everything? And
I know you are grieving, and then it is okay for you to be emotional about everything that has been happening. But this case is, like I said, is an emotional one, and how the ruling will go will be a dope part.
I'm not supposed to be angry with her, but I did not want to be there, and
So you blamed her for your son's death?
I blame her. I blame
the family.
Me. Yes.
And when you say, how did she miss all the signs? According to her, she didn't miss the signs. They had him in therapy. He was seeing a doctor. He was getting treatment. They were paying attention, and they were doing what they could. But unfortunately, mental health disease is not something that you can see a sign, give a pill, and it's over. It's lingering. It is today you're functioning normal, usually if you're on some type of medication and getting treatment, and tomorrow may be another story. And from day to day, things can change. And you can't blame anyone. It's the nature of the disease.
Logically, yes. Yes. Logically, I definitely. But
But that's what you had in your head.
I was mad. I was hurting.
Okay. You have the right to do that. And so you didn't stay with the family?
No.
So how did we get to this point of fighting over a picture and $400? Tell me, what is that all
Your
about?
Honor, she after the funeral, she texted me and asked me if she could come and by and get some of Michael's things. And I mean, now she's saying she couldn't be around his things, but at the time,
she's saying at that moment when I returned for the services, I was feeling anger. I felt that you all let it happen. You missed the signs. She didn't want to be in the house to be around the stuff. And she didn't want to stay there with all of that. She has a right to those feelings, and you can't judge that, just like she can't judge what you were doing. Okay?
Well, that's why we're here, Your Honor.
Right.
She blames me.
So what happened? How did we get to this?
And she did this to hurt me. I told her she could go in to Michael's room and take whatever she wanted.
What did she ask you for? His things?
Yeah, I told him any of his belongings she could have.
Right.
But she went into my bedroom and took the present that he gave me for Mother's Day.
And what was that present?
It was the painting right there.
The painting that we have here?
Yes. That was by my bedside. She went into my bedroom and took it. And didn't.
Now, how did you know that was your son, that your son had painted that?
Well, first, she's not being completely honest. She told me verbally that I could take everything that's Michael's. He's my son. And she said everything that is my son's is mine to keep. And this art, I always knew Michael was a very gifted artist. That's something that I believed in for him. As soon as I had money, I started spending them on his art classes.
Is that right?
It wasn't his.
Well, she paid for the art classes.
He gave the present to me for Mother's Day. She knows this. I texted her that she gave me that that he gave me.
Let me see that. This too. Look at what Michael gave me for Mother's Day. Who were you sending that note to?
Me.
She sent the note to you. You sent the note to your sister when it was given to you.
Yes.
So you knew that was something that had been given to her for Mother's Day.
That's what she says. Yes, she said that it was for Mother's Day. Michael did not know I was his mother at the time. No one let me tell him until his 12th.
Wait a minute. You said she didn't get him from birth. She raised him?
Yes.
And he didn't know that this was his mother?
No one. Every time I wanted to tell, people told me not to, and I finally did. But at this time, he made a painting for his mom.
Wait a minute. When did you tell him that you were his mother?
He was 12.
And is that when that painting was done?
Yes, she told him right after he gave me that. Then she let him.
Oh, she told him after the gift was given to you, saying Happy Mother's Day.
Yes,
and you told her what he had given you.
Yeah, she did.
And then you told. I just got to stop saying he told you, Miss Lamberson. Michael gave you the gift, the painting. You told Miss Felix about it, and it said Happy Mother's Day, right?
Yes.
Then you decided that you would tell him that you were his mother.
Yes. I think he should know. I thought he always should know.
But he believed prior to that, when he gave that gift, that he was giving that gift to Miss Lamberson. Am I right or wrong? As his mother.
To his mother?
No, to Miss Lamberson, who he believed was his mother.
That's what she's telling me. That's what she told me. I think she said that to hurt my feelings and make me feel like she's raising my son and that she could do a better job.
I'm going to think, but you're doing a lot of figuring and thinking. I'm asking you a fact. Fact is, this gift was given to Miss Lamberson on Mother's Day, and it said Happy Mother's Day. And at that point, Michael believed that she was his mother. That's the facts.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, the fact that you are his mother for real, you're his biological mother, and now you come back at his death to claim your right as mother doesn't give you the right to that. When you give someone something, it's no longer yours. And it was in her bedroom. Michael had a bedroom at that house, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And she told you could go into Michael's bedroom and take what you wanted of Michael's, right?
She has a text message.
Let me see what the text message said. Because what was presented to me said anything that's of Michael's you can have.
Yes.
That belongs to Michael. Anything of his is yours to take if you would like. That's not his. Because he gave it to her as a gift. If I give you a gift, what you give me is now mine. No matter how precious it may be to you, once you give it to me, it's mine. He gave that to her. Is there any dispute about that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, now you're going to give it back to her.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you had it framed.
Yes, yes.
Isn't there other artwork that he did?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you'll get a chance to frame those? And that would be representative of your pay for him to go to art school and to do those things? Are you in any therapy now?
Not since family therapy, no.
You need to be in self-therapy just for you. You. So you can heal. I need the two of you to come on. Let's go.
Oh, man.
What are we saying to each other while you're doing that? Can you express your feelings? I love you. Forgive me.
I'm mad at you, and I'm gonna try to not be mad.
I did my best for him.
Now I want you to continue that out. Okay? Spend some time together. Talk about your feelings. Get mad at each other. You know? But forgive. And let's live. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I really love the way the judge handled the case, and then it is very emotional, but at least they need to both move on, forgive each other, and be sisters again. Whatever happened, they cannot bring back the boy. And that's very sad. That's very, very sad. And I am glad they both now understand and they are ready to move on from this. Do you agree with the judge? Do you think this is the best ruling for both of them as well? Let me see your comments in the section. Thank you for watching. Until the next one.